Technique and beyond. So we worked on a couple of things today. So at the start we were talking about really playing with our transition. So having fun with the control of it, but also recognizing how we can really use the floor and actually pull on the floor, same thing going down, or we can play with picking up our legs off the floor so we get a different effect, or placing them down as well. So lifting them versus dragging them. So enjoying what we can do with that sensation. And also we talked about really controlling on the back movement, whether we want to arrive onto a lengthened leg or whether we actually want to lower it down into that and pull up. So what sort of shape do we want to create when we're moving in our different directions? So we had that idea, and then in the ochos we're talking today about what it was to over pivot them or under pivot them. So if we over pivot them, feeling how we want to really visualize where we're going to in that over pivot and feel ourselves flow through that space, and recognizing how much transition we need, like how much mass do we need to move, how much energy is that going to take. And then if we want to put more energy into it, we spoke a little bit about how we can stop. So if I put a lot of energy, then I can spin around for a while. If I want to stop that amount of energy, I can use this contra position to do it. And I can also use my feet as stoppers as well. So if my heel, I can put my heel down, I can use my free foot as a stopper along the ground. So recognizing that we can actually put a lot of energy into a pivot and then play with stopping it early before the energy runs out. This gives it a particular effect. Or I can go in nice and calm and slow. There's that action as well. When we go to do our little under pivots, we can really enjoy the speed with which you can get those happening. So we were playing with that idea, and then just talking about how we can build our turns. So if we go to do a turn, initially we might just work on spotting, shuffle around, and get back to that spot again. Same thing on the other side. Shuffle, 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 and get back to that spot. And then maybe the next iteration is to use our free foot as a little bit of a rudder. Same thing on the other side. And finally, we take away that free foot, woo, except for then, and work just with that spin. So there I'm putting probably a little bit more energy than I needed to in that spin, so I had to use other things as stoppers. Or I could practice it again and take back a little bit of the energy. Okay, so we had those ideas, and then we introduced that sensation of bouncing out of this. So recognizing this sensation of an extension and then putting a contra movement on top of that too. Bounce, same, and I'll do that in a different angle. So if I'm extending back, as I extend back, I can use the contra twist in my body to bounce out of that baleo action. Same thing forward. So I can enjoy that sensation, find that contra, and use that as a bounce. And in that forward baleo, we started to talk about the shapes of it. So it can wrap around, or depending on where it comes from, it could figure four. So we did a little cross action to enjoy that. So we went twisting into the cross and wrap into the baleo, versus crossing and twisting the other way to figure four. I'll do a different angle on that. So twisting, wrap, versus cross, which is the other direction, figure four. So lots of things to play with. Have fun, guys. Enjoy.
Siento que me apenas saber que te hice mal.